Hey guys, it is that time of the year. It is the day before New Year's Eve, and what I like to do, part of my tradition, is to catch my last trout of the year, which I did today. I would have liked to have caught more than just my last trout, but unfortunately, even though it is like 40, 50 degrees here in Virginia, there's still plenty of ice to be found. The water is still incredibly frigid, and I threw the kitchen sink at the trout today. So I only caught one. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tie what I caught that one on, because I think it is also an effective winter pattern. So guys, here is my last trout of the year. Yeah. Oh. All right. All right, guys. I don't know if this is the last one of the year, but this is the first one I caught. Oh, easy, easy. All right, let's let him go. Man, that water is really cold. Look at this guy. Don't do that. So the fly I caught this trout on, and one of my favorites, is something called an ice cream cone midge. And what that essentially is a zebra midge that has a white bead on it. And this white bead symbolizes that the midge, it's a sort of an emerger pattern, right? Instead of trying to tie on wings and do all that kind of stuff, this is sort of an easy way. And I've had really good success with this in the past, and I'm glad I caught my last trout of the year on this fly. So guys, let's get to the materials. We have a super easy materials list. Today for a hook, we are going to be using a TMC 2487 in a size 18. And I picked the 8.7 because it's fine wire, which is really good for midges to keep them nice and thin. We are using a 2mm white brass bead because I didn't find them in tungsten at the local Sportsman warehouse. We are using a black 6/0 Orvis thread here. And we are using a UTC size small red wire. And that's it, guys. So let's get to the tie. All right, guys, I have my TMC 2487 in the vise right now with the 2mm bead. I've picked up some new tips and tricks from Old Dominion Fly Fish and my buddy Matt at Warpath Flies to tie some better bugs. So I'm gonna show you some of those improved techniques during this tie. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie on the thread with a couple wraps, and then we're going to cut off the excess Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do to keep this thin is we're going to spin it counterclockwise for a few. And then that flattens out the thread and gives you some more surface area. And since it's a midge, it's important that it's a thinner fly. So what we're going to do next is we're going to tie in the red UTC wire, do a loose wrap, make sure it's in, and then we're going to tie this a little bit past the bend of the hook. And then we're going to tie it back up, maybe do some more counterclockwise spins, make sure our thread is nice and flush, right? Nice and loose. And we're just going to take it nice and slow and make sure that the entire fly is covered easily, right? Evenly, not easily. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to use my rotary function on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one whip finish, just to hold in the thread, and then I'm going to move my thread holder right next to it right there. And so I'm going to hold the thread, or hold the wire, and what I've found is that I usually get 6 wraps out of it. So that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, and 6. We're to the bead of the hook. And then I do, get that out of the way, 1 behind, 2 in front, 1 behind, 2 in front, and then helicopter. Come on, there we go. Helicopter the wire off, because then it's nice and flush. It's nice and flush. So I'm going to do a couple more wraps here, and then I'm going to finish it. So I'm going to put some UV clear finish here on the thread. This is another trick I picked up from Old Dominion fly fish, right? So I'm going to put some of this head cement on the thread. I tilt the thread. I do that just right at the top to get it all there, and then I tie in the head cement. And then for whip finish, I do 1, 2, pop it off. Everything should seal with that head cement on there. And I cut off the thread, but because I used Loon UV stuff, I'm going to use my UV light here, and I'm just going to dry it off with this UV stuff, right? Get it nice and solid, and boom! That's it, guys. It's done. It's easy, and it catches fish, and the bead's not going anywhere. So that is a black and red ice cream cone midge. Before you go, I have one more message from the water. The first thing I want to do in wrapping this video up is just say thank you. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and people who have watched and liked and commented on these videos. I'm a guy who moved from Connecticut down to Virginia. I'm not really associated with the fly fishing community here in Virginia. Some of my friends have subscribed, some of the people I met on the river have subscribed, some of my family have subscribed, but most of you are just people who found these videos and decided to hit subscribe. So like, that's incredible to me. And so I'm so grateful that you decided to be a part of this and be a part of this journey, because this is my first year doing it, and I intend to keep doing it because I really enjoy it. I've learned a ton getting out here on the water, trying different things, and I've been a better fly fisherman. So if anything else, you know, I'm just gonna keep doing it so I can become an even better fly fisherman. I want to say thank you to those people who have been more involved in this process for me. You guys hopefully know who you are. I've fished with some of you. I've gone to lunch with some of you. I've talk to you endlessly. I've mentioned you in these videos, and I just want to say thank you, because that extra connection has really encouraged me to continue to motivate me to be on the water, to make the videos, to teach things, to show you things. And so, like, that's been phenomenal for me. And the last person I really want to thank is my wife. Back in May, when I said, hey honey, I think I want to get a GoPro and start a YouTube channel, you know, bless her heart, she just said okay. Because she supports me in this process and all that sort of stuff. There have been times where, like, I was really anxious I wasn't going to get a video out this week, and so I said, honey, can I, like, go fishing during the week just to try and make and see if I could get another video? And she let me fish, and she let me fish, and she let me fish, and she let me fish. And I really need to spend some more time with her, and maybe I'll skip a week just so I can be able to do that. But I really want to say thank you to my wife. She's absolutely amazing. I don't know if you'll ever get to meet her, but thank you for allowing me to do this. Thank you for just your loving support and listening to me talk about fly fishing and YouTube and subscribers and all sorts of crazy stuff for hours. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a safe New Year's, have had a safe holiday. Stay warm too. And as always, take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll see you on the next one.